Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, December 28, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation, so make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Orlando Magic vs Detroit Pistons. In their last game, the Pistons took a loss by a score of 142-131 when they played the Clippers. The Pistons were able to corral 29 defensive rebounds and 16 offensive rebounds, totaling 45 for the matchup. They also coughed it up 17 times, while earning 10 steals for the matchup. The Clippers committed 24 fouls in the matchup, which took the Pistons to the free throw line for a total of 34 tries. They were able to knock down 27 of the free throw tries for a percentage of 79.4%. When talking about three-point attempts, Detroit knocked down 16 of their 34 attempts, 47.1%. At the conclusion of this game, the Pistons finished the game shooting 44 for 100 from the floor, which gave them a rate of 44.0%. The Pistons permitted the Clippers to make 49 of 91 tries from the floor, which gave them a shooting percentage of 53.8% for the matchup. They finished shooting 43.2% from three-point land by going 19 out of 44 and finished the game at 25 out of 29 at the free throw line, 86.2%. Regarding rebounding, Detroit allowed Los Angeles to get 48 in total, 10 on the offensive glass. The Orlando Magic are in the second half of a back-to-back as they face the Los Angeles Lakers on Tuesday. However, they have been far and away the better team in this matchup. These defenses as of late have really shown more than a major difference, as Orlando is allowing 110.3 points in their previous 4 games, while Detroit is giving up 127 points in their last 5 games. The ability to rebound as a team is another critical number to look at, as the Magic are 12th in the sport with 43.5 total rebounds per game, while the Pistons are 18th in basketball with 43 total rebounds per game this season. The Magic are 10-1 at TS in their last 11 games before this matchup, so go with the Orlando Magic to cover the spread. Our first pick is Orlando Magic. Orlando heads into this contest with a record of 13-21 this year. They cough up possession 16.1 times per game and as a squad are committing 20.9 fouls on a nightly basis. As a team, Orlando is pulling in 43.5 rebounds per contest and is sitting with 743 assists on the campaign, which has them ranked 29th in basketball in terms of passing the rock. The Magic are hitting 34.8% on three-point shots, 370 of 1,062, and 80.4% from the free throw line. They have an average of 110.3 PTS per contest, 27th in the league, while connecting on 46.9% from the floor. Detroit has a mark of 8-28 this year. The Pistons have committed 22.6 fouls per contest and they connect on 77.5% from the free throw line. They are earning an assist 22.1 times per game, 27th in the league, and they lose possession via turnover 14.6 times per contest. Detroit has tallied 4,002 points for the year, 111.2 per game, and they average 43.0 boards per game. When it comes to executing on offense, the Pistons are shooting 44.8% from the floor, which has them ranked 28th in the NBA. Our second pick is over the total. Phoenix Suns vs Washington Wizards. The Suns played the Nuggets and ended up losing by a score of 128-125 in their last game. Phoenix ended the contest having earned a 47.9% FG percentage, 45 of 94, and buried 17 out of their 35 three-point attempts. When they shot from the charity stripe, the Suns buried 18 of their 26 tries for a rate of 69.2%. Concerning pulling down rebounds, they earned 46 with 12 of them being on the offensive end. They also doled out 32 dimes for the game while forcing 12 turnovers and getting 7 steals. Concerning defense, Phoenix allowed 47.9% from the floor on 45 out of 94 shooting. Denver distributed 29 dimes and had 8 steals in this contest. Additionally, Denver snagged 48 boards, 12 offensive, 36 defensive, and added 9 blocked shots. Denver finished 73.5% from the charity stripe by burying 25 of 34 tries. They made 13 of their 36 attempts from three-point range. Regarding personal fouls, the Suns ended up with 30, while the Nuggets finished the game with 23 personal fouls. Landry Shamet is someone who was a factor for the matchup. He ended up scoring 31 points on 10 out of 20 shooting. He was on the court for 39 minutes and grabbed 2 rebounds. Shamet shot 50.0% from the field and distributed 6 dimes. For their last game, the Wizards took home the win by a final score of 125-111 when they played the Kings. In reference to team rebounding, Washington allowed Sacramento to collect 47 in all, 13 on the offensive glass. They finished the game shooting 31.3% from three-point range by shooting 10 out of 32 and ended up going 27 of 35 from the free throw line, 77.1%. The Wizards permitted the Kings to knock down 37 of 84 attempts from the floor, which gave them a rate of 44.0% for this game. Overall, the Wizards went 49 out of 88 from the floor, which gave them a percentage of 55.7%. In regard to shots from downtown, Washington made 10 of 32 tries, 31.3%. They were able to bury 17 of the free throws for a percentage of 70.8%. The Kings earned 20 personal fouls for the game, which took the Wizards to the free throw line for 24 attempts. They also gave up possession 9 times, while recording 9 steals for the matchup. The Wizards scored 35 defensive boards and 5 offensive rebounds for a total of 40 for this contest. Phoenix is beat up entering the second half of a back-to-back for the Suns with several key players out, including Devin Booker, Cameron Payne, Cameron Johnson and Landry Shamet. While it's up in the air if all 4 will not play, Payne and Johnson are definitely out. Phoenix has failed to cover the spread in 2 of its last 3 and in 6 of the last 9. Washington has covered the spread in 3 of its last 4, including winning outright as a 7.5-point underdog on the road last Friday versus Sacramento. The Wizards have tightened up their defense somewhat, allowing an average of 113.7 points per game and just 46.5% shooting. Phoenix, with its injuries, has seen its points allowed increase to 111.6 points per game, and opponents are shooting 36.5% from three-point territory, which gives an advantage to Washington, as Bradley Beal is shooting 33.0% from long range, and each of the top 7 scores for Washington shoot better than 32.5% from behind the three-point line. Our first pick is Washington Wizards. The total has finished under in each of the last 5 games that Washington has played, as well as in 2 of the last 3 games for Phoenix, and much of this can be attributed to Phoenix being without its leading scorer Devin Booker and 2 other players that average double figures in scoring. Overall this season the total has finished over in 18 of Phoenix's 34 games and in 17 of Washington's 34 games with 2 pushes. Our second pick is under the total. Los Angeles Lakers vs Miami Heat. The Lakers stepped onto the hardwood against the Mavericks and took a loss by a score of 124-115 in their last game. When talking about fouls, the Lakers left the arena with 23, while the Mavericks totaled 26 fouls. They also buried 18 of their 44 shots from distance. Dallas walked away from this one shooting 72.0% when shooting free throws by converting 18 of their 25 shots. Additionally, Dallas totaled 38 rebounds, 11 offensive, 27 defensive, and got 2 blocks. Dallas recorded 31 dimes and had 6 steals in this game. Pertaining to the defense, Los Angeles allowed 52.4% from the floor on 44 out of 84 shooting. They also doled out 18 assists for the matchup while creating 11 turnovers and earning 5 steals. Concerning rebounding, they collected 35 with 6 of them being offensive. When they shot from the free throw line, the Lakers converted 28 of their 32 attempts for a percentage of 87.5%. Los Angeles wrapped up the contest having earned a 48.8% FG percentage, 39 out of 80, and converted 9 of 28 shots from distance. LeBron James is one guy who was a factor in this matchup. He notched 38 points on 13 out of 23 shooting. He was on the hardwood for 34 minutes and collected 6 boards. James finished the game shooting 56.5% from the field and also totaled 5 assists. Los Angeles will have to head into Miami and play back-to-back, which is tough to do. Although the Heat are not the team many expected them to be this season, I do like Miami here to win and cover the spread. The Lakers have such a good defense and can limit this Lakers offense, while the Lakers also have a bad defense, which should allow this bad Heat offense to have some open looks and have success. Along with that, Los Angeles is an older team, and on the back-to-back they may rest some players and play slower as they are 1-3 against a spread on no rest. Miami's defense will be the X factor here, so take the Heat at home with the rest. Our first pick is to take Miami. In their last game, the Heat went home victorious with a score of 113-110 when they played the Timberwolves. In regard to cleaning up the glass, Miami allowed Minnesota to snag 44 in all, 8 offensive. They went 44.1% from three-point land by shooting 15 of 34 and finished the game at 9 of 14 from the free throw line, 64.3%. The Heat permitted the Timberwolves to convert 43 of 79 tries from the floor, which gave them a percentage of 54.4% for the game. At the conclusion of this game, the Heat finished shooting 47 for 102 from the field, which gave them a rate of 46.1%. In terms of shots from beyond the perimeter, Miami converted 13 of their 49 attempts, 26.5%. They were able to knock down 6 of those for a percentage of 75.0%. The Timberwolves earned 14 fouls in the game, which took the Heat to the free throw line for a total of 8 tries. They gave up possession of the ball 9 times, while recording 9 steals in this matchup. The Heat were able to snag 27 defensive rebounds and 13 offensive rebounds for a total of 40 for this contest. Los Angeles is one of the best over teams in the league, and this is a good spot for the over to hit. LA is 20-13 in hitting the over while Miami is 17-17, however, on no rest, the Lakers are 4-0. The line is lower than many expect due to how good the Heat's defense is, but Miami can still score and will look to push the pace here. The Lakers are also playing at a pace of 104.3, which ranks second, while they rank 18th in offensive efficiency and 24th in defensive efficiency. Miami, meanwhile, plays at a pace of 98, which ranks 28th, while their offensive efficiency ranks 25th. In LA's last 10 games, the games are averaging 243.6 ppg, while Orlando's last 10 games are averaging 226.5 ppg. The Heat's last 10 games, meanwhile, are averaging 213.9 ppg. I do like the over here, as Law will have some defense collapses as this Heat team will outscore their average. Our second pick is to take the over.